let's just check this before. So Forrester's kind of like hit or miss sometimes streaming and Discord. So I just we'll see if it works. Oh, shit, wait, hold on. Let me plug in this external hard drive.
Call it together. That's awesome. What?
All right. Um, I'm ready when everybody else is.
I think we're ready.
Okay. All right. So today I'm going to be talking about so like drum sound design and just like glitch sound design with Forester. And so Forester is like this. It's not a Max for Live device. It's just a Max device. Um, so it's like a standalone thing, and basically, um, it's like $20 or something. You can get it online, but basically, you have these little nodes here, and there's either generators or effects, and then you have this little like circle, and whenever a circle is in a generator node, it will, start playing an effect with whatever buffer. So these buffers are like you can put in any sounds, and you can click like a folder, and then and have it like populate random sounds from that folder, and then you can just like click random if you want different sounds, things like that. Yes. So it's I feel like it's pretty easy to get set up because you can either like put in your own nodes by like selecting one here, or you can just click random forest generation. And so what that'll do is just create a bunch of nodes here, and they're a little weird to move around because you have to like hold down G over them and like move it. But yeah. So let me get some better sounds in here because I don't like these. Uh, let's see a good one. So these sounds are just like textures that I've made in like field recordings and like Foley and stuff I've recorded with my field recorder. So actually, yeah, this one should be okay. And then I'm just gonna. So all these nodes do different things. Um, I'm not like super in depth with them, but if you want to know more, there's a manual that comes with it, and it goes in depth about what each of the nodes do. Let me make sure my audio settings are set up right. Yeah, that's not right. Um, here we go. Hopefully that works for y'all too. There we go. All right, so let me get a good generation here, and I like you can mess with like this and get more nodes or less nodes. Let's see. This looks pretty good. I get rid of this one. Let's see, 7, and let's do like frequency shift. Okay, and then I'm just gonna mess with this till it's in a better like position, and then I'll show y'all what I do, and also post all the sounds I make afterwards, so y'all can use them if it turns out good. And I'm just gonna move some of these around so it's easier. Okay, so Now we have like a forest, and sorry, that might have been loud. Let me turn this down a little bit. And I'm gonna record this. So basically, what this does is each of these are gonna take that sound and modify them in different ways, and then these effects, depending on where you are in the circle, will also change the way it sounds. And it's kind of cool because you can get like this very like modular setup like really quickly, and the sounds can get like very complex very fast, and you can it's really easy because you just can click random and it'll work. So like what I like to do is just like find like sections that are very like glitchy and are going to create like a lot of cool transients, especially if I'm doing drums. Like I want to find stuff that's going to be like cool as a drum sound. So what I'll do usually is you can click this button here and then move this around. Just like randomly. I guess good. I press space and it'll play it. And I'm gonna mess with that speed as well of that recording. I made it slower. And then I can mess with the scale as well. So I want it to be bigger or smaller. And the angle. And I'm gonna turn on smoothing. And I don't know if I like this combination of things, so I'm just gonna click another random. And I just mess around with this for a little while usually. So I'll just like show y'all. Once I get into kind of like a good, little forest, you'll see. Let's see if I can. So these up here are like, basically are like how the nodes decide, like how they work together. So, like if they modify each other. So I'm gonna like just mess around with that. Yeah, sometimes it gets stuck like this. And I think I'm going to change this sample as well. Something like this might be cool. Sorry. This might be good. And I don't like that phases one, so I'm going to change that to something else. Try FM. So I might change the reso because I feel like it's a little too strong compared to everything else, and I don't really like the way it sounds. Oh, hold on. Sometimes that happens, and you get too much feedback, and it just like destroys it. So, give me a sec to figure out why that happened. Try that. Nope. Almost. Yeah, so this one turns things into drums, kind of. It's kind of fun sometimes, and there's a BPM at the bottom as well. I'm gonna change it though, because I want something like, let's try that. Yeah, it's nice. I'll make something else too. Let's try. Might play around with a different setup in a second too. My God. Okay, let's not use that elastic one. I don't know how that sounded for you. Try this one. And we'll try a different sample as well. I don't like the rocker ones. They just make that noise. Try this. What I'm gonna do now is that works. Yeah. So I'll get a bunch of sounds that I like. Here's pretty good. You can click sick buffers, and it'll switch between the buffers. And then if I do random, find a cool one. Try some. This might be good. There we go. And then play what I made earlier. Let's move that angle. The angle so it's more in line with everything. And try another 6 random buffers. I think we're getting pretty close to all the sounds we need. So I'm gonna just stop this for right now. And then we're gonna move on to the next phase. Alright, so let me open Ableton now. Sorry. So this is just now going to be processing all these sounds that we had. So go in here, and there's a cool thing I enabled called Sample Maker. and basically it'll take all the silence out and just give you a bunch of small files. So what I'm going to do is just bring these in, do that. And now we have a bunch of cool sounds we can go through and resample. So I'll just show you a bit of my process with that. Yeah. So and let me turn all these up. So there we go. And I'm going to put them in a new group. And usually what I like to do is, like, I know I'm going to want to cut out some of these lows. So I'll do that, and then, make those transient hit a little harder. And then we'll add an OTT for good measure. And now we're ready. So let's just go through and see if we got anything cool. Let me turn that down. So let's see. Basically, what I'm looking for here is like just anything that could be kind of interesting as a jump sample or like texture or an effect. And sometimes you don't get anything super cool, but it is a very easy process because everything is kind of, randomized, and like you can kind of just go in and mess around and, see what you get. And that's the fun part. It's a lot less like with the like drum synthesis, it's a lot more kind of like figuring out what you want. This is more of like an explorative thing, which I like. Pretty good. Let's save that. So usually what I do is I make let's make another group. Okay, that. And got all of them. You just save one track. And then I'll just put that down here. So let's keep going. Might be a fun little fill. See what else we got. Nice little like perk. Save that.
Oh, I didn't even notice I was unmuted. Hold on.
That's actually cool loop. I'm gonna save that. Next. Might be a fun little perk. I love like poppy sounds like that. Those are my favorite. These are good ones. Might be cool. Okay, cool. These are some fun ones. Keep it going down. It's good. It's kind of a tedious process at some spots, but that's a good sound. So once I go down this full list, we will talk about how I process these sounds and kind of just some more like philosophy type things with doing sound design like this. So yeah, but I just gotta go down the rest of this. Little click. It's kind of cool. I like that. It's a good texture. Yeah, just going through. This one's kind of a lot of textures instead of drums, but we'll see. Might get something cool. That weird waveform. Very strange. All right, let's keep going down the list. A nice little DC offset pop. It's a cool sound. And
Um, I just wanted to ask something, if you're fine with that.
oh
I
yeah, go for it.
wasn't, huh? Yeah, okay. I was not here like earlier.
Mhm.
Um, I see that there's like, um, this is like, okay, hold on. I need to organize my thoughts, right?
Very
Um,
good.
this type of resampling strikes some, bit, damn it, this type of resampling kind of reminds me of like this one Mr. Bill video I saw a while ago talking about what he calls mud pies.
Yes,
Was
yes.
this process any way inspired by that?
Sorry. Could you say the last part again? I accidentally muted.
Was like your process like resampling, going through samples, recording them, post processing them, any way inspired by mud pies?
I'd say so. Like
Yeah,
a lot of like resampling, based sound design is like based around like mud pies, basically. And this is like like you could call what these are mud pies probably. Like
yeah, just
I'd say also it's like somewhat inspired by cut space. Because there's like a method he uses in FL that you can't really use in Ableton because just like the way Ableton is built, it's just like kind of impossible. But
yeah.
it's involves like switching between effects basically and like moving the order of them around and getting like the glitches that happen with that in FL and then
Oh,
sampling them. But basically like this is somewhat similar because you're moving between effects pretty quickly, but you need like an actual sound to play. So it's a little different, but like that
yeah.
was like my main one of my main inspirations with like doing this.
Yeah, thank you for answering the
Yeah, no
question.
problem. And y'all feel free to like just chime in whenever. It's kind of hard to just make commentary because I'm just doing one thing. All right, it's a nice texture. I'll save that. I could make that into something pretty cool. Probably. Oops. It's a nice texture. That could be something cool. Cool little snare or something. I think this is our last file, so once I get through this, I'm good to go. I got a lot of really good sounds here at the end. Okay, so that's about good, I think. So now, so we have all of our sounds, and now we just got to process them, which is probably like the most creative and also kind of tedious part, but it is also fun because you get to make drums. So I'll probably take some of these last ones since they're a lot easier to work with, and we'll start from there. So let me take this and put this on this track. All right, so let me copy one down. And I usually like to save the originals, so I'm just gonna leave that. Oops. So a lot of these turn into just like regular perks or something. Just because like the way a lot of these come about is like it's a small section of audio that's been chopped up and like, you know, modulated in some way. So it kind of turn into perks or snares or kicks or whatever. And then I kind of just put effects on as I feel the need to. So for this one, I kind of want to like make that transient pop more and like just make it a little louder. So we're going to try to do this and add a saturator. And then also put this like 450. And I'm going to make not so in the left channel. And I might pitch it around as well. And I think I'm going to automate something actually. Wait, or I could do this. So I click warp and then I go into envelopes, transpose, and let me get here. Here. Do one of these. Kind of give it more of a kick. You go here. That's pretty good. So maybe move this down a little bit. And then I'm gonna also put grain delay on this because I kind of think that would sound cool if I automate it. Oops. So I'm gonna do one of these. So I'm gonna loop this for a second and just record a couple versions out. Sorry if I'm being like silent, but
I have another question.
yes, go for
It's
it.
like kind of stupid. I don't think you can even answer this since you're an Ableton user. But if any FL users could chime in, is there like any like sort of FL equivalent to grain delay or some sorry or such?
There might be like a third party one. Yeah, you'd have to like find a third party plugin, but
Yeah.
I think there's a couple out there that are similar. I'm not sure of any. I only use like Granulator 2 and Grain Delay. Those are like my two main granular plugins, and I guess like Portal if you count that. But I mainly just use Portal presets.
I mean, I do have Portal in terms of other granulators. Granulizers. I also use Emergence, which is a free one. It kind
Yeah.
of works like grain delay in a sense.
hmm
I guess I could
I feel
probably
like
use it to recreate set sounds.
Portal. You could probably get closest to the Portal,
Yeah,
honestly.
yeah, that's fair enough. All right, thanks.
Pretty good. Let's get one of those. So yeah, the cool thing about this method is like you get a lot of sounds, and you know if you have the time, you can go through and like really like make a ton of sounds in it, just one session, which I like. And you also don't really have to think a lot. Like you kind of just go with the flow, which I like. With the synthesis, it's a lot more like brainy, I guess. But this is more of like fun and explorative, which I like. It's like a cool kick. I'm gonna fade it out and we can resample that. Or like just leave it as it is, I mean. Maybe even EQ it actually. Hold on. So take that. Put it here. Freeze, flatten. The basics. And then I'll Control J. Consolidate and normalize. And now we have a sound. So there we go. Put that down there. I'll probably make like 2 or 3 more, and then I'll take questions. So let me go through. See, that one's good. Like, I don't even have to edit this one. Like, it's just good as it is. Those little glitchy ones are very fun, in my opinion. Oh, this one, I want to try putting corpus on it, because I think that would sound cool. So let's see. So corpus is like, if y'all have Ableton, you should definitely try out corpus, because it's very, there's a lot of cool shit you can do with it. But try to tune this, actually.
Another thing about like corpus for like non-Ableton users, if I'm correct, if I remember correctly, Serum Effects has something that's almost similar to corpus in a sense. It's in the filter section, and it's hold on, it's it's comb HL-6, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah,
I could say that's similar.
because corpus is kind of like somewhat of a comb filter.
Yeah, something like that. It's like basically models like different. There you go. So I'm just gonna compress these again. Mess with this. Kind of cool. All right, let's freeze that. Hey. I want to put a reverb on this. I use stock Ableton reverb all the time. It's very nice for just like adding space. Want this. It's kind of cool. Save that, flatten. Something like that. Anyways, there's a nice transient there, but it's not exactly how I want it. I suddenly realized wait, I might have just accidentally affected the other ones. Hold on. Did not mean to do that. Oops. There. Yeah, anyways. That's the gist of it. I can make another if people want, or I could take questions or whatever. It's up to y'all.
If anyone has any questions, you can ask away.
Yeah. And the cool thing is with this like method is you kind of can build out your like own little like ecosystem of sounds. And that's something I like really enjoy. I could play a track. The main reason I wanted to do this lecture is because a while back I posted a beat and people really liked it. And I made all of these drums with like using this method. So I guess I could play that real quick if people are interested.
Yeah, hit it.
just a fun little beat, and you can kind of see what I mean. Like all the sounds kind of go together because I made them in the same session. Like they all came from like a couple different sound design, like I guess mud pies that I made using Forester. So kind of all have the same vibe. But yeah. But nobody has any other questions. I guess that's all for today. But if you do have any questions about Forester, just let me know. I'm gonna send a link to Forester so y'all can buy it if you're interested. I definitely recommend it because I find it's been a really cool tool for me to test out. So let me get a link for that real quick.
Thank you so much, anem0s. Anem0s, that was really fucking cool. I had no idea what Forester was, but it's like kind of insane.
Yeah, it's
Really
very
cool
very
canvassing
powerful.
plugin.
Yeah, no, that was really fucking cool. Thank you so much for showing.
Yeah, no problem.
Thank you.
Glad y'all had me.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
This was so
Best
enjoyable.
lecture.